Hello, BookTube. This is a book haul video, but a few other things. This morning I read Canto 25 of Dante's Inferno, the Mandelbaum translation. I'm reading that over at Tom at LA Books. He's reading through and guiding a bunch of us through it. And I'm really enjoying it. But I have to say, today's canto, I'm glad I read in the morning and not in the evening before I went to bed, because it was a little weird. I told him it reminded me of Clive Barker doing theology. It was something very visual if you'd had the right kind of stimulant to get your imagination going. But that's great fun, so I recommend anybody who wants to do it. He's got all those archived. But yeah, we're on Canto 25, and like I say, I hear there's more to come. So I went out today. It's a gorgeous day, and I wanted to get my little boy out and take him to Best Buy to get him a game. And we stopped and listened just to see what they had, and they had some stuff. It's 63 degrees out here today, Fahrenheit. And it's just gorgeous. It's going to start raining a little bit here, I think, in a couple days. And we will go back down. The 40 degrees Fahrenheit is sort of normal for us this time of year. So the snow starts melting and everybody's out sugaring, maple sugar. And, we get cold nights and warm days, and that's good for the running of the sap. So other thing that happened, my wife got me a beautiful new Coast Guard flag for the front of the house, and that was very kind of her. We have an anniversary coming up, so I think she's wondering if I'll remember. I'll remember. 15 years. So, good years. So, I went out, as I was saying, and I found a few things, and I'm going to start with some sailing books, and it's going to go way away from that pretty soon. So, this is the Sail Magazine Book of Sailing by Peter Johnson. Quite a beautiful thing. It's not one I have. I have quite a few of these types of books. Alfred A. Knopf out of New York. And this is 1989. And it's the first American edition. Oh, there you go. Sort of stuff I really enjoy. I enjoy the history. I love the whole art and craft. And this is quite a volume. So I have a few things like this, but I was glad to get this. So hard covers, as always, are $1. And I didn't get any paper, so everything here costs $1 a piece. And the next one here is a classic. This is Fundamentals of Sailing, Cruising, and Racing by Stephen Colgate, who's the president of the Offshore Sailing School, and they had one of the branches of this school down on the west Gulf Coast of Florida when I lived there. I never did get to go. I would have loved to have gone. This is W.W. Norton and Company, New York. If you hear some banging, there's a giant one of those construction dumpsters across the street. There's a house as old as mine over there, but it's all brick, unpainted brick, and it's so it's 190 years old thereabouts, and they're fixing it up. Somebody bought it, so right on the river, beautiful place. So we're thrilled about it. Anything that like that helps the neighborhood. This is 1978. So again, it teaches you what you need to know, or part of what you need to know. What you can get from books, you still got to get out there and do the work with the sailing. So another good one for my reference collection. I thought I had it, but I don't. Took a chance on $1, and worked out. The next one has a nautical theme. I've got others of this guy's books, and this is Return to Treasure Island and the Search for Captain Kidd, and it has dust on it. The back was a little dinged up. This is going to drive me crazy. If you get stuff like that on the top, when you buy used books, just get an unused paintbrush. It's an easy way to clean the dust off. And you can get down in the cracks here that way too. You know how you get that little bit your finger can fit in there? But this is Return to Treasure Island and the Search for Captain Kidd. by Barry Clifford, who wrote The Lost Fleet, which I have up here somewhere, and it was with Paul Perry. So it had a ding on the back. I fixed it with some library tape. And this one here is William Morrow, an imprints of HarperCollins Publishers, and this came out, excuse me, it's a first edition from 2003. So they're on an expedition, which is sort of cool. I like that sort of thing. So let me read a little bit of the inside of the jacket here for you. Searching for the world's most famous pirate ship, an undersea explorer finds more than he bargained for. When history's most famous pirate, Captain Kidd, was hanged in 1701, he left behind a trail of treasure and treachery that stretched halfway around the world. For undersea explorer Barry Clifford, the biggest prize of all would be to find the Adventure Galley, Kidd's legendary pirate ship. In the world of pirate archaeology, it was the Holy Grail. With the help of the Discovery Channel, Clifford fields an expedition that includes some of America's top experts in shipwreck recovery. Their goal is to find, identify, and possibly excavate the remains of history's most famous pirate ship. The search takes them to the exotic nation of Madagascar and a tiny island off its rocky coast known to historians as the model for Robert Louis Stevenson's Treasure Island. There, amid pirate graveyards, broken porcelain intended for the European royal family, and native rituals that include blood sacrifice, Clifford and his crew find far more than they bargained for. The island's murky harbor is filled with sunken pirate ships, making it difficult to single out the Adventure Galley, and the shores are teeming with people who want the expedition stopped. The team races to find the ship before dark forces expel it from the island, forces motivated by the same resentment and greed that caused Kidd's downfall. So it sounds like, I don't know, I have to read it. It's all about a perspective, right? Maybe the natives just didn't want him there. I'll have to find out what the story is. So, but fun. It'll be an adventure. I like his other books. And then when are you saying we're excavating and when are you really treasure hunting? And maybe, I don't know. I'm not going to say that's what's happening here. He may have had all the archaeologists and everybody on board, but treasure was a part of it anyway. So then some of you remember, I've been collecting these Reader's Digest, what are they called? World's Best Reading. I'm started to collect them from my daughter, and I got 13 or so of them the other day. Then a few days ago, I found 3 more. And then today, I found another one. I'm not sure if this is her type of book or if it ever will be, but we'll make the set as complete as we can. And you don't know what the future holds, so maybe she'll want to read it. This one is The Robe, and it's Lloyd C. Douglas. So here's what it looks like. Let me hold it up there a little longer. I've been told I've been drifting off into space here and not holding it up as long as I should. Here's one of these little little pamphlets that come with all of them. Here you can see some of the artwork. Let me see here. Illustrations by Baron Story, afterward by Andrew M. Greeley. And then here's a lovely map of the Mediterranean world. And let me see if I can. Oh. Anyway, that'll go on her pile. So she's got to be getting close to 20 of these things, and I've never paid more than $1 for them. I really like them, and she really likes them. I'm going to build her a bookshelf in her room that's made just for them. So then this next is an author I know from the Miles Vorkosigan series of science fiction. I guess you'd call them space opera. Wonderful, wonderful books if you've never read them. And it's Lois McMaster Bujold. But I didn't know about these, and these were both sitting right there, both in wonderful condition. Nothing I've ever read before that I know of. Let me just start with them here. This one is Penrick's Travels. Lovely thing. Bean Books. Let's see when they came out. This is, looks like a first edition in this format. Oh, first printing May 2020, so it's not that old. Like I say, for $1, and they just look brand new. Footloose nobleman, Penric grows wiser and even more wily as he journeys from young lord to sorcerer and scholar in the Bastards Order. Oh, and he deals with intrigue and solves mysteries along the way. So this one has Penric's mission, Myra's last dance, and the prisoner of Limnos. Let me see if they got it. Yeah, I'll just hold it up here for a second so you can see what it is. And then the second one, Louis McMaster Bujold, of course, is Penric's Progress. Again, quite a interesting cover there. And this is Bean Books also, obviously. And this one, first printing January 2020. So this one must be first and the other one's second or third or whatever. I have no idea how many there are. So this has an introduction. Penric's Demon, Penric the Shaman, and Penric's Fox. And then author's note, a Bujold reading order guide, which I'm really looking forward to reading that. I didn't even realize that was here. Let me see what that looks like. Okay, it's a short thing. So she's got the fantasy novels. She's got original ebooks, the Vorkosigan order, which is very complex. Boy, it just keeps going. Well, she's written a lot. We got a lovely picture of her right there. Quite a writer. I really, really enjoy her stuff. So like I say, this is going to be fun for me to read. I guess I'll read this one first. If anybody knows about these things, let me know. I mean, I've always enjoyed her books, so I wasn't going to let them sit there. Excuse me. Then here's a blast from the past, and I was thrilled to find it. I'm a big fan of Robert Silverberg, the science fiction writer, but he's written more than science fiction, but great history too. On the mound builders in the American Midwest. This is edited with introduction by Robert Silverberg. Strange Gifts, 8 stories of science fiction. Alfred Bester, Philip K. Dick, Gordon R. Dickson, Horace L. Gold, R.A. Lafferty, Frank Belknap Long, Chris Neville, and Robert Silverberg himself. And this is Thomas Nelson Incorporated publisher, Nashville, Tennessee, New York, 1975. But the stories can be older. So the Philip K. Dick story, The Golden Man, is from 1954. Danger Human by Gordon R. Dickson is 57. All the People by R.A. Lafferty is 61. Audie and It by Alfred Bester is 1950. The Man with English by Horace L. Gold is 53. To Be Continued by Robert Silverberg is 1956. And Humpty Dumpty Had a Great Fall by Frank Belknap Long is 1948. And Bettyman by Chris Neville is 51. So Humpty Dumpty Had a Great Fall by Frank Belknap Long is at least part of this cover artwork, right? So I love these anthologies, especially these older ones that are harder to find nowadays. And you get some writers that unfortunately nobody hears about anymore that there's no reason for. They're just wonderful. And then the final thing I got is a hardcover of something I have in paper. I started collecting them in paper because I found them. They're right up there. That's why I'm staring there. But I did find a hardback of the third one, so now I'm wondering what I'm going to do. I like mass market paperbacks, and I wish I had some of the ones that I used to have. But, to stand the kind of reading I want to do, I'd prefer the hardback if I could find them. So, again, I already have this in paperback, but I got this because it was $1. And why not take a chance that I'll find it? And that's Terry Goodkind. Blood of the Fold. Nice shape here. This Tom Doherty and Associates book, New York. This is 1996, and it does look like this is a first edition. Yeah, it is. So it's Wizard's First Rule, Stone of Tears, and Blood of the Fold. So I do have the first three. I have the first four up there in paperback, but they're pretty bulky as paperbacks, and I'm afraid I'm not sure how they'll hold up to read. Maybe I'll try to, if I like them, I'll collect these, and then see from there. I spent this whole video wanting to sneeze. There's our author. So it was a good day. My son had fun. We all had fun, and it's, like I say, it's a beautiful day. So I'm gonna go sit on the porch, soak up the sun, watch the snow melt. I still got quite a bit in the back, but and on the north side of the house over here, can't see my hand over here. South side of the house, we still have some, and then our backyard goes back. It's like a field almost, and there's some up there, but it's melting pretty fast. And so I hope everybody's well. I hope everyone's feeling well, and we will see you soon. Thank you, BookTube.